receiving your content. Nice. Hello Farmington fans, we are here live from Cardinal Arena. This is Farmington Volleyball Varsity versus Gravette-Volleyball team. We hope you've been having a great day so far. This is Dallas Walker. I will be commentating with the mean, lean Brian Dean machine. He is down on the court about to start the starting lineups for the night. And when he gets back up here, we will dive in to this great volleyball matchup. I'll be up front with you guys. I've never watched a volleyball game, but this is my first. But hey, Farmington Volleyball, where else to watch volleyball than the Cardinals? We're gonna jump to commercial until it gets a little closer to the game. Until then, stay tuned and get ready for some Farmington volleyball.
That was weird. I didn't know what to say. I was like, hey, I'm talking about volleyball.
It's a volleyball game.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was like, I've never watched a volleyball game, but here I am. There's a good chance we'll have like 12 people watching. Because for football, we usually get like about 100. And for basketball, we get about like anywhere from 50 to 80. Unless it's like playoffs. Last year for playoffs, we got like 180. Like we got almost 200. But I've never done volleyball, so I mean, we might get some. I don't know. Let me look at it. We have one person watching. All right.
We have an audience.
Yes, an audience of one.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rental. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Oh, now we have 2. We're getting up there. We have 2 here.
That's fine.
Yeah. See, at 624 we had nobody. Actually, at 625 we had nobody. At 627 we had 2. We're averaging about a viewer per minute. Start the lineup. I'm just gonna turn it on and be like, hey, here's the lineup. Listen to this. And then just, no, I don't know. Yeah. Well, like for football, it's him and Coach Osmus and some others. I don't remember his name at the moment. It's usually the three of them. And then for basketball, if it's home, it's two guys. I don't remember their names. And if it's away, it's Mr. Dean and me, or like whoever. Last year it was Mr. Dean and Coleman, but this year it's Mr. Dean and me, I guess, because Coleman's not here. We went down to one viewer. They probably got. Oh. I don't know what happened. It moved back over to the broadcast, I guess. So I don't know what all I said in the last 3 minutes, but it might have been on air. It's okay. It's a volleyball game. See if it does it. See, that's how it was supposed to be. I don't know why it just switched over. Oh well, no worries. I get to hit the space bar in 12 seconds. I said in 8 seconds I get to hit the space bar.
You came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. We are about to start this lovely volleyball game. Sorry if you've been experiencing technical difficulties at the beginning. We were still figuring this out. This is the first volleyball broadcast of the year so far. Just bear with us, folks. Now to take it away is Brian Dean with the starting lineups. All right, and with the starting lineups over, we are about ready to get this game underway. I don't know about you, but a starting lineup from Brian Dean always gets me pumped up. It doesn't matter what sport it could be. It could be golf or lacrosse. If Brian Dean's doing the intro, I'm hyped. And here come the Lady Cardinals. First set is about to begin. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I will say my first volleyball game was the 2018 Farmington Lady Cardinals playing the Gravette-Lions. I have a feeling this is going to be a great game. Two pretty talented teams with some talented players. Should be a match. Gravette is about to serve. Gravette is rewarded the point. And here he is, Brian Dean.
Hello, Cardinal fans. Welcome to Cardinals Arena. Gravette Lady Lions against your Farmington Lady Cardinals. First set, first match. Lady Lions up with an early 2-0 lead. Dallas, a little out of breath.
Really? I know. I was telling him, I said, that intro from you was pretty good. I told him, I said, it doesn't matter the sport, be it golf or lacrosse. If you get an intro from Brian Dean, I'm pumped.
Oh, it's all about the music, sir. All about the music, having fun. Whew. As soon as I gather my thoughts, we'll get things underway here. That ball was killed by a Lady Lion, giving them 3-1 lead in the first match. Some substitutions for the Lady Lions. On the court for your Lady Cardinals, libero Paige Anderson, Anthea Jones, Callie Stout, Kaylee Purifoy, Liza Ball's on the court, and also Alexis Cates. Lady Lions with the serve. Ball's up, over, dug out by Paige Anderson. Jones goes up for a kill and it puts it down.
Nice contact.
Absolutely. Patty Castle checking in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Anthea Jones. Castle will go back to serve. Castle getting set to serve, down 2-4 in the early goings of game number 1. Serves up over the net, and it's long. Side out to the Lady Lions. Lady Lions libero Kaylee Midyet is back to serve. Her serves up, jump serve, dug out by Castle. Ball sets it up for Purifoy. It goes over the net off of the Lady Lion and down. Side out Lady Cardinals.
I was telling him, Brian, I'm really glad that my first ever, believe it or not, this is my first ever volleyball match, so I'm glad to say I was watching our 2018 Farmington Cardinals.
Absolutely, ain't no better place to be. Madison Lavelle checks in for the Lady Cardinals. Back to serve, her ball's up and over the net. Played by the libero and the Lady Lions. tip at the net by both teams. It's sent over by Castle. Lady Lions go for a spike. It was blocked. And there is a kill by Alexis Cates in the back left-hand corner of the court. 5-4 in favor of the Lady Lions. Lovell still back serving for the Lady Cardinals. Ball's up and over the net. Played by the Lady Lions, and that nice effort right there by the Lady Cardinals. Callie Stout unsuccessful on her dig as that ball was tipped at the net. Side out Lady Lions. Serves up off the net, dug out by Castle. Ball sets her up. And that ball is long off the hand of Alexis Cates. 7-4 in favor of the Lions. That serves over, dug out by Paige Anderson. Lady Cardinal with a kill. Callie Stout going cross court for the dead ball. Brittany Pittman checks back in. She replaces Alexis Cates. Dallas Walker, Brian Dean coming to you live from Cardinal Arena. Anderson with the serve. It's up over the net. Dug out by Lady Lion. Ball sets up Stout off of Lady Lion and down. Brings the Cardinals within one in the first game.
Yeah, a close game so far. Really kind of back and forth right now, it appears.
Yeah, early goings of a volleyball match as Anderson's serve goes up over the net. He's usually kind of back and forth. Teams trying to fill each other out as Eliza Ball blocks that punch over the net and then plays it herself. Stout with a kill. Down and in. Tie ball game, folks. Tied at 7 in the first game. Early goings in a game, volleyball game, it seems like unless one team just really comes out on fire and is in sync and the other team is kind of like not really so much in sync, then they balance points for a couple of go-arounds. And then usually one team will go on a run, and then as that Lady Lion spike is blocked at the net by Brittany Pittman. As the Lady Cardinals take an 8-7 lead now. First lead of the game for the Cardinals. That ball is long and out of bounds off the Lady Lions.
Yeah, I feel like we came out of the gate a little slow, but I think our girls are playing with a lot of energy, as you can see, just going all over the court.
Right.
Wherever the ball goes, they're at.
That's one thing that I have noticed about this team in the early goings, just watching them. You know, my oldest daughter's playing on the junior high team, and usually they get followed as that tip goes over the net off of Stout's hands, off of the Lady Lion and back under the net. Lady Lions take a timeout. With the Lady Cardinals up 10-7, we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
We came to our best bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app. I use it to deposit checks, snap pictures, enter a few things, and then you just deposit.
It's not easy.
Is that easy?
So easy. It's the most unusual place to use the mobile. On top of the mountain is
While I was waiting church.
our best bank. Our customers say the best.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different kinds of equipment, and in that condition, it was important on the field.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans, to Cardinal Arena. Lady Cardinals up 10-7 in the first match over the Lady Lions from Gravette. Dallas Walker, I'm Brian Dean, coming to you, bringing you the action. Anderson serve goes up over the net. Ball plays it off the Lady Lions, sets it up for Stout. Gets it over the net, played by the Lady Lions. That's a great hustle attempt right there by Paige Anderson. Dallas, like you mentioned a while ago, Lady Cardinals, they have this aurora about
Right.
him. I mentioned a while ago, or was getting set to mention that this year, because we're all in the 4A, most of our volleyball matches, the junior high will play at the same location that the senior high will. So my oldest daughter's on the junior high A team, and we usually get to stick around for a few minutes, watch the senior high play, but you can tell that they have I don't really want to say a confidence about themselves, but they are very confident, but they have a
Right.
personality that shows out
Right.
quite a bit. They're real easygoing, loose. You can see them down cheering on the JV, cheering on the junior high teams with just this outgoing personality that what they care about is how they play, not only as a senior high team, but also as a volleyball organization.
Right.
And it's very supportive.
Yeah, I feel like that's good in any sport. You always want to make sure not only your senior high and your start, but junior varsity, anything
Right.
like that. I mean, if they have energy and it's carrying over, it's just it's contagious.
Absolutely. Anthea Jones checks back in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Castle. Lies the ball back to serve. Left-handed serve goes up over the net, fielded. Listen to me, I'm talking baseball terms now, Dallas. Played off the hands of the libero and a spike kill by the Lady Lions, number 4, Madison McDaniel. Libero checks out, side out to the Lady Lions, 11-10, Cardinal lead. Serves up over the net. Tie ball game at 11. Lady Lions, Lady Cardinals. Serves up over the net, play by Lovell. Ball gets that one. Spike attempt was unsuccessful by Stout. Lady Cardinals recovered, played over the net to the Lady Lions. Back and forth ball, nice play by Stout. Hustle play to keep that ball alive for the Lady Cardinals. Unfortunately, she slides under the net and over the line. That takes the score to 12-11 in favor of the Lady Lions. The fun thing about this group, Dallas, like I was mentioning, their personality is there. They're, and then for a spectator knowing sports or being around sports for as long as I have, it's always fun to see not only that show up in the girls, but then as I don't know how much you saw at the JV game.
Right.
But it really starts with first-year head coach Mike Howard. A lot of times in the JV game, there'd be a spike a spike or a block or a great dig, and then it led to a point for the Lady Cardinals. And Howard's pacing up and down the sideline in front of their bench, and he's screaming and hooping and hollering,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
it's a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
It's he goes, the Lady Cardinals go.
Right.
And
from my experiences with him as a teacher, I know that he expects the best, and not just from varsity, from himself, varsity and junior varsity. Like he expects you're all out every
Right.
time you step on the court. So I think that's why, like what I've noticed so far, we have a lot of girls that are laying out for the saves, going all over the place. They want it bad, and that's a big part of playing any sport,
Right.
is how bad you want it.
Right. Lions up by 1, 12-11. Serves over the net, play by Lovell. Ball sets up Stout. Stout with the kill off the arms of the Lady Lion, number 25, Olivia Perry. Side out in favor of the Lady Cardinals. Kaylee Purifoy check it back in for Lovell. Callie Stout back to serve for the Lady Cardinals. Tie ball game at 12. First game of best of 5. Stout serve goes over the net, play by the libero. That spike attempt for the Lady Lions is long and out of bounds. Stout serving with a 1-point lead. Serves over the net, played by the Lady Lions. Libero goes up, plays it over the net. Ball sends it back over to the Lady Lions side of the court and down. off of a Lady Lion and onto the floor. Stout continuing to serve. Ball's up. Played in the back row by Lady Lions. Setting up a spike attempt by Olivia Perry, unsuccessful into the net. Cardinals putting together a short run here. Up 15-12 in the first game. Spike was blocked. Paige Anderson played it. Kaylee Purifoy puts the ball on the floor in favor of the Cardinals on the Lions side of the court. Stout and the Cardinals are on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, I like what I've seen so far. I feel like they really are aggressive when they want to, but they can also play with a little bit of gracefulness.
Right. Oh. Pittman's tap over gets stopped by middle blocker for Lady Lions. Lady Lions give the ball right back with an unsuccessful serve attempt. Pittman serves up over the net. Ball goes up, sets it up for Anthea. Spike attempt unsuccessful, and there's a play by the Lady Cardinals off of the hands of Alexis Cates and down to the floor on the Lady Lions side. Timeout, Lady Lions, 18-13 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023.
Right now we have one.
That's 479-267-6023.
I think at our most we had
Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
we had 2. It went back down to 0. It went up to 2. Yeah.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up
Maybe
doing.
people will watch it later.
But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast
ready to go back?
fillets, you
Yep.
can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. First game between the Lady Lions and Lady Cardinals. Cardinals up 18-13, served by the Cardinals over the net. Purifoy with a punch over, played by the libero on the back row. Libero serves it back over to the Lady Cardinals. Ball sets that one up for Purifoy, and her spike attempt is long, out of bounds in favor of the Lady Lions. 18-14. Paige Anderson checks back in. She replaces Pittman on the back row. Looks like Alexis Gerner checks in for the Lady Lions, as well as number 20, Hannah Westrick. Lions serves up, played by Jones. Ball sends the ball over the net in favor of the Cardinals. That spike by Olivia Perry is good for the Lady Lions. 15-18 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. Anderson digs that serve. Plays that one to ball over to Purifoy for the kill attempt. Unsuccessful. Played by the Lions off the hands of Stout and out of bounds. 18-17 in favor of the Lady Cardinals in game number 1 between the Gravette Lady Lions and your Farmington Lady Cardinals. Dallas Walker, Brian Dean bringing you into action. Jones plays that serve, sets it up for ball. Ball sets up Purifoy. Spike attempt goes to the back row of the Lady Lions. Lions bring that ball back into play. Jones, kill attempt off of the hands of Lady Lions and down. Point for the Lady Cardinals. Addie Castle checks back in, replacing Anthea Jones. Castle back to serve with a 2-point lead, 19-17. Castle serves up, played off the back row of the Lady Lions. Spike attempt coming. Off the arms of Paige Anderson and almost into the trash can, Dallas, of the...
Would have been Sports Center top 10.
Free substitution for the Lady Lions as the libero goes back to serve. Kaylee Midget back to serve for the Lady Lions. Serves an ace off the hands of Addie Castle. Serves up. Unsuccessful dig attempt. Lady Lions take a 1-point lead, 20-19. Midget serves up over the net, played off the hands of Castle. And that spike attempt was a little bit long off the Lady Lions. Lovell checks back in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Purifoy. She's set back to serve, tie ball game at 20.
Pretty good first set right here. I feel like it'd be really key for the Cardinals to go ahead and get that first set and kind of keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. Ball sends that one over the net off the tip attempt. Tipped back over by the Lady Lions. Ball sets up Lovell. Lovell sends it over to the libero on the back row. Spike attempt is blocked and played off the hands of Anderson. That ball's in the net in favor of the Cardinals. 21-20. Lovell still serving for the Lady Cardinals. Lovell serves up and over the net, played off the arms of the libero in the back row. Free ball over the net for the Cardinals. Played by Anderson, set up by lies the ball. Here comes a free ball by the libero of the Lions. Purifoy spike attempt is dug out by the libero. Two Lady Lions almost collide with each other on the back row. Ball still in play. And looks like a double hit was called on the Lady Cardinals to tie the ball game at 21. Serves up and over the net by the Lady Lions. Tip attempt, successful by Ball. Cardinals take a 1-point lead. Free substitution is Anderson, the libero for the Lady Cardinals, goes back to serve. Pittman checks back in. Anderson serves in and played on the back row. And the Lions with spike attempt is long. 23-21 Lady Cardinals. Cardinals looking to push two here to finish out game number 1. Anderson serves up, played off the arms of the libero in the back row. Lady Lion awfully close on that out of bounds call. Just a smidge too far. Checking into the ball game for the Lady Lions is number 4, Madison McDaniel. And also number 16, Allie Callahan. Cardinals lead at 23-22. Serves up, played off of Lovell's hands. There's a double hit called on the set. Tie ball game. That serve is long, off the arms of McDaniel. Cardinals with a 1-point lead, lies the ball back to serve. Trying to finish out game number 1 for the Lady Cardinals. And Thea Jones checks back in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Addie Castle. Referee blows the whistle. Ball, left-handed serves up over the net. Played off the back row. By the Lions. Spike attempt is out. And that's game number 1, 25-23 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. Best of 5 coming to you. For Dallas Walker, I'm Brian Dean from Lady Cardinal Arena. That's the end of game number 1. We'll be right back with you.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food.
So I realized that once we're getting some.
No way. Or whatever. Or whatever.
I know, I looked down and I was like, that's not right.
Trust me, I know Creole.
What was that?
And this is the real
Running score in there. You want to put the running score in there and then like the...
Yeah, what was the,
You've got a timeout right now. I don't know. We can go to pick out our number, sign up for fall camp and all their football and all this stuff, and looking down the rosters, go back up over the roster, and
that's 25-24.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to get back.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat. Oh yeah,
we're good.
No more salt.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. 3, 2,
20th century famous cream.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans, to Cardinal Arena. I'm Brian Dean alongside my tag team partner for tonight, Dallas Walker. Dallas, so far so good. In favor of the Lady Cardinals, taking game 1, 25-23 in the best of 3 against Gravette Lady Lions.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of the sets and see how this goes. Hopefully they keep playing like this because we get an exciting game tonight.
No doubt about it. Be nice to see the Lady Cardinals rebound tonight after having a little bit of a difficult time in Pea Ridge on whatever day that was. Tuesday, Monday,
yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, whichever day it was.
But I'd heard previous to that they had been undefeated as far as total matches. So I think they'll rebound after that one.
Oh yeah.
I mean they're a tough team. I know that all the girls on that team, I think knowing their mentality, they'll bounce back.
Right. They did go down to the Alma tournament and lose one game down there, but that's a tournament they've been playing all day, and so ended up taking 3rd place in that tournament, getting set for a continued 4A district matchup between the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Lions of Gravette. On the court for your Lady Cardinals, set in the back row, it's number 18, Brittany Pittman, number 20, Kaylee Purifoy, number 16, Eliza Ball. On the front row, number 8, Alexis Cates, number 7, Anthea Jones, and number 10, Callie Stout. For the Lady Lions, Kaylee Midyet is the libero who's digging that serve. Ball sets up Jones for cross-court spike attempt, unsuccessful. Paige Anderson, the libero for the Lady Cardinals, checks in, replacing Brittany Pittman. That serve was low, nice dig by Kaylee Purifoy. Stout sends it back over the net, spike attempt dug out by the Lady Lions. Comes a spike, it's blocked and down for the Lady Cardinals.
Very nice.
Also on the court for Lady Lions, number 32, Shelby Varner. Number 16, Allie Callahan. Number 25, Olivia Perry. Number 26, Julia Madison. So Addie Castle checks in for the the Lady Cardinals, replacing Anthea Jones, getting set to serve. Referees check everything over. Castle serves up. Ball's over the net, played by the libero. Spike attempt by Stout, played off the arms of the libero for the Lady Lions. Tip over the net by Lady Lions is unsuccessful, and a block there by Alexis Cates, successful for the Lady Cardinals as the Cardinals take an early 2-1 lead in game number 2. Castle serve gets played off the back row for the Lady Lions. Spike attempt is blocked at the net. Point for the Cardinals. Apparently that spike did not go over the net. It was not blocked. It played into the net and back over to the Lady Lions, making it 4 hits. Castle with a 3-1 lead. Serves over the net, played off the back row. Libero go for a back row spike, played by Purifoy. Ball, sends the ball. Tries to set up Stout for a spike, and it ends up hitting the satellite antenna. Checking into the ball game for the Lady Lions is number 8, Alexis Garner. And number, I can't tell if that's 28 or 20. Or 26 for that matter.
26.
26 is
Yeah.
Julia Madison. Line serves up over the net, dug out by Anderson. Ball sets up, Stout. Spike attempt off the arms of the Lady Lions. Free ball over and out of bounds in favor of the Cardinals. 4-2 lead for the Cardinals. Lovell checks back in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Stout. Stout, Lovell, and Anderson on the back row for the Cardinals. Cates, Liza Ball, and Kaylee Purifoy on the front row. Serves up, over, off the back row. Spike attempt is into the net by the Lady Lions as Cardinals take a 5-2 lead. Game number 2.
Is there such thing as defense in volleyball?
There is.
Well, I think we're playing some pretty good defense in it.
You have defensive specialists. In fact, we have 2 of them on the floor, Addie Castle and Madison Lovell. Ball sets up. Castle tips the ball over the net. That spike is successful off the arms of Olivia Perry, off the arms of a digging Paige Anderson. Substitution for the Lady Lions, number 22, Brooklyn Likens checks in as the libero serves. Played by Lovell. Tip by Cates over the net, played by the Lions. Nice dig by Anderson over the net, off the hands of a Lady Lion. Point for the Cardinals. Brittany Pittman checks back in, replacing Alexis Cates. Alexis Pitts, listen to me. Anderson serve, dug out by the libero. Spike attempt for the Lady Lions off the arms of Lovell and out of bounds. Lions with the serve, down 6-4. Lovell with the dig on the serve. Haley Purifoy's up for the spike attempt. And a tip by Brittany Pittman at the net and down to the floor. And Thea Jones checking back in, replacing Addie Castle. Liza Ball back to serve for the Lady Cardinals. Ball's left-handed serves up over the net off the arms and shoulder of the libero for the Lions. Jones steps up, Purifoy. Purifoy spikes out, spikes it to the libero, and a lift is called at the net by the Lady Lions. 8-4 in favor of the Cardinals. Ball still serving. Serves up, played by the libero. Ball sets up Jones, who tips it over the net, dug out by the Lady Lions. Lions miscommunication by the libero and their libero and also Shelby Varner. Point for the Cardinals. Ball serve play by the libero for the Lions. Set, tip over. Played by Ball to Jones. Jones unsuccessful on her kill attempt. Substitutions for the Lady Lions. Number 16, Allie Callahan, checking in. Replacing, looks like number 9, Kaylee Midyet. And also number 4, Madison McDaniel, checking back in. Replacing number 26, Julia Madison. Nine to 6 in favor of the Cardinals. Lions serve. Ball sets up Purifoy. Spike attempt is into the net. 9-7 Cardinals. McDaniel back serving for the Lions. Dug out by Jones, played by Ball. Free ball over the net by Lovell. That ball is killed by the Lady Lions. Bring the score within 1. Purifoy spikes it in across the net, off the arms of a Lady Lion and out of bounds. Callie Stout checks back into the ball game, replacing Lovell. Purifoy back to serve for the Lady Cardinals. Jump serves up off the top of the net, dug out by the libero. Free ball by the Lady Lions. Play by Purifoy. Set up by Pittman and killed by Stout. Nice job. Cross-court spike attempt successful in favor of the Lady Cardinals.
I don't know about you, Brian, but ball comes to me like that, I'm not trying to save it. I'm moving out of the way.
Just play it off your noggin. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Purifoy's jump serve is out of bounds. Substitution for the Lady Lions, checking into the ball game, number 21, Carmen Redding, replacing number 22, Brooklyn Likens. (11-9) lead in favor of the Cardinals. Lions with the serve. Hits the net, off the net, and down on the floor in front of a diving Stout. That's one of those balls that Dallas, to be honest with you, is very, very difficult to play.
Yeah, you can't really see that coming.
No.
You just got to react on it, and sometimes that's really hard.
Jones with a spike attempt, cross court and in, right on the line. Success for Anthea Jones. Alexis Cates checks back in as Pittman goes back to serve.
One thing I think we're doing pretty good is we're taking advantage of Gravette's mistakes and their miscommunication. Anytime they slip up, I feel like our girls are right there to hop on them.
Right. Ball sets up. Cates, whose spike attempt gets blocked at the net. Paige Anderson checks back in for the Lady Cardinals, replacing Pittman. Lions serve played on the back row by Anderson. Spike attempt by Jones is unsuccessful. Ball sets up. Stout is blocked. The spike attempt is blocked. Well played by Stout, who continues to keep the ball alive. Pittman punches that ball over. I'm sorry, Cates punches that ball over, and the Tezzaretta blocks the shot. Alexis Cates with a block right at the net by a spike attempting Lady Lion. Gives the Cardinals a 13-11 lead. Addie Castle checking back in, replacing Anthea Jones. Castle back to serve with a 2-point lead in game number 2. Lady Cardinals successful in game number 1, 25-23, best of 5.
There might as well have been a brick wall there because I don't think she was budging.
It's one thing that you like to see as a volleyball coach. That serve is played off the back row of McDaniel and almost made a basket.
Would that have been 3 points though?
She was inside the paint, so I think it would be 2.
Hey, I'll take it.
Castle serves up over the net, played off the back row, tip over by the Lions. Cardinals recover. Stout's spike is unsuccessful, blocks. Cates comes back with a spike attempt out of bounds. Feel like I'm flying an airplane.
Really?
Trying to give hand signals to people over here.
Yeah.
Kate spikes his block at the net. And again, nice recovery by the Cardinals. Stout plays it. Ball sets it. Punch attempt over the net by the Lions. Ball setting up Stout. Stout with a cross-court spike. Dug out. And Cates with a tip drill. That's a great volley right there by both teams. Unfortunately, unsuccessful for the Lady Cardinals.
Cardinals right there with the point. And like you said on that volley, I feel like even though we didn't get that point, that just kind of testifies how you have 2 good teams playing off. You really have a good matchup when you have a lot of back and forth action going on.
Absolutely. Lady Cardinals with the side out, 15-13 lead. Lovell back to serve. Serves up over the net, played off the back row for the Lady Lions. Sets up a cross-court spike attempt off the hands of Castle. Anderson with a hustle play, saving that ball, and unfortunately, Liza Ball's save attempt for the Cardinals goes wide. Brooklyn Likens checks back in for the Lady Lions, replacing Carmen Reddy. Lions libero Kaylee Midyet is back to serve. Her serves up, played by Castle. Ball sets it up for Purifoy. Sends the spike over, played off the back row by the Lady Lions. Spike attempt unsuccessful for the Lions. Another spike by Cates. Off the hands and saved by the Lions. Who then puts the ball over the net in front of a diving Paige Anderson for the kill. Tie ball game, 15 apiece between the Gravette Lady Lions and your Farmington Lady Cardinals. Served by Lions libero, goes over the net, and that spike attempt by Cates is long. Coach Howard wants a timeout as the Lady Lions take a 1-point lead, 16-15. We'll take a quick timeout with him for Dallas Walker. I'm Brian Dean from Cardinal Arena. We'll be back. Dude, I don't need no halftime show to bring on the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know about that.
He's the work. we're back, Cardinal fans. 16-15 in favor of the Lady Lions. Game number 2, Lady Cardinals took a first game, 25-23, and I have the pleasure of being joined now by the man, the myth, and the legend of Lady Cardinal basketball, head coach Brad Johnson. Coach, how are you?
I'm pretty good, Brian. I don't know that I've ever been introduced that way. I think I'd probably come more near being infamous than anything else. So
I don't know. From what I understand, they're in the pecking order of Lady Cardinal basketball. There's Coach Brad Blue, and then right below him is a guy by the name of Brad Johnson.
It's a pretty big step down. There's a pretty big fall off that cliff. He's the originator. If there's a Mount Rushmore for Lady Cardinal basketball, he's the lone face on it, I think. So.
Mount Rushmore of Lady Cardinal basketball.
Yeah.
Now, question for you, as far as that topic goes, was Coach Blue ever named the 5A Girls Coach of the Year, or a Coach of the Year, for that matter?
Yeah, I'm sure he was. But not 5A because he was never in it. So
Right.
That's not really a fair, not a fair comparison. But he won. He won a lot of awards, and deservingly so. You know, he just got inducted into the Hall of Fame this summer.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that's a special honor, but one that's been a long time coming for him. So
Right.
Certainly very deserving of it.
Coach, even though that we're in the middle of basketball season, in the middle of volleyball season, you look down on the court for the Lady Cardinals. You got a couple basketball players down there. Obviously, you're the basketball coach, and come turn about a month and a half from now, we won't be talking. We'll be winding down the volleyball season
Right.
and getting basketball seasons tipped off.
It'll be here quicker maybe than I'm ever ready. It seems like every year I'm always anxious to start play, but then as it gets closer, I wish we had more time for preparation. So this year will be no different, you know. But you're right. I'm enjoying actually kind of being in Cardinal Arena and watching kids participate in sports, not just the kids that were our basketball players, but all of our volleyball athletes. And, you know, they've kind of got off to a good start this season, and it's fun to be here at home and watch them compete in a conference game. You know, it's been a while since we could call Gravette a conference opponent. And so to have a team competing in this what is now our 4A league, and it's the old 4A league, and to see some common faces and kind of close the travel gap, you know, it just feels like old home week every time I look up and see us competing against these 4A schools, and it's certainly good to be back.
Right. It's got to be nice not to have to worry about traveling down to Greenbrier and then followed by Valonia and then followed by Maumelle and then those type of schools. Now you're looking at Prairie Grove, long-time rivalry. You're looking at Gravette, an old school rivalry from way back in the day. Luckily enough, you know, and we've had this conversation before, that back when in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, in that 4A league, you also had Ozark Hillbillies in that conference. And I know for my sister-in-law who played basketball for Prairie Grove against Coach Blue and that sort of thing, that was one trip that they did not enjoy. and normally they didn't enjoy it because it was in the district or state tournament. They always had to go down to Ozark and then came across the Ozark Hillbillies, who usually put it on.
Yeah, and that's a proud program too. And the interesting thing about what you just said is that group, the group with Ozark and now Clarksville, Morrilton, Dardanelle, Dover, Pottsville, that area down there is the other half to our region. So, you know, there's a pretty good chance that we'll see the Lady Hillbillies down the road again. And, you know, that's, again, it was kind of like back what it used to be. You know, as we were kind of winding down our last little foray in the 4A1, Ozark had moved back in our league. And, you know, it's a proud league. Across the board, and in particular in girls basketball, it's a very, very proud league with very, very good girls basketball teams. There's always major players as far as who's going to win a state championship. You can always mark it down at least one and sometimes multiple schools in that 4A league. What used to be the 4A1 always has a say in it. You know, they're always going to be a factor. They're always going to be at least one in the Final Four. Usually it's multiple teams. Typically there's one of them that's always battling in that state championship game, and I think that says a lot about the athleticism of the league, the quality of players that are in the league, and look, there's some really good coaches in the league. You're not going to come out and out-scheme these guys. There's just looking across the board, it's going to be a very, very good conference, and I'm excited about it. You know, and then if you are fortunate enough to come out of that conference in that district, make it to regionals, you're going to have your work cut out for you again, because you're going to have to be staring down the barrel of Clarksville or Morrilton or Pottsville or Ozark. And if you can survive it, you know, I think the consensus of going in, and it's still early in preseason stuff, but the consensus with all the coaches around the league is if you can survive that gauntlet of conference play into regional play, you're going to be really battle tested. And you know, the winner of this region has a pretty good chance of at least having a say in who brings that big trophy home at the end of the year.
Right. Good thing for us is if we do face that side and we do face an Ozark, they don't have that girl in the middle, Sarah Pfeiffer.
No,
that's got to bring a little excitement for you and that sort of thing. Coach, you know, basketball season not too far away. Summer workouts went very well for you.
They did.
Had a bunch of girls. Pretty much the same team as you had last year. Minus a few, and those few were for Nuggets. Let's call them that. You got to look at, you know, the likelihood of Cameron Jernigan.
Yeah.
Somebody really big to replace. And the good thing is you look down your roster, and it's just kind of that saying for coaches: next person up.
Right.
And you know, you get the good things of having Anthea Jones come back, Liza Ball come back, Alexis Rhodes come back, Joelle Tidwell come back. I mean, the roster just seems for you to reload, and then on top of that, the only thing that we do you guys did during the summer was go 39-1 or something like that. Some crazy number.
It was a crazy summer, and you know, we've been very fortunate to go and have a lot of success over the years in the summer, and our kids take that part of our preparation very seriously. You know, they treat it like real games, but even at that, we've never experienced the success that we had this summer. And then, you know, on top of all those things, we had a large portion of that older roster played on pretty big time travel teams, and you know, they played out across the country and played in big national tournaments. And you know, I mean, honestly, there was a couple of those teams were pretty well, primarily Farmington team, you know, Farmington kids. And you know, we had a runner-up in a national tournament finish, which is big. You know, I think we had 2 third-place finishes in national tournaments. You know, just different affiliations, but you're seeing a lot of the same teams, and it's the best teams out of the southern region. And you know, I mean, and then as we went further into the summer, you know, we played teams everywhere from South Dakota, Minnesota. You know, the big heavy hitters out of Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Louisiana. I mean, you could go across the board, and our kids competed very, very well. You know, I think our fans and our community should be very proud of the work those kids put in. And you know, at the end of the day, it's still summer basketball, and we got to back all that up when we play. And that's kind of been, you know, our motto going into this preseason is, you know, we're not about talking the talk. It's how you walk that walk, and our walk has got to be every single day in our preparation, because we've won nothing. You know, we wrote on the board in the preseason, you know, work every day like you've won nothing, like you've accomplished nothing. You got to have a chip on your shoulder, because nobody's going to give us anything. Like I said, this league is a very proud league. This classification is a very proud classification, and you know, they don't want to hear how good we are. We're coming out of 5A. They don't want to hear any of that. You know, there's some teams that are very quality, and we're going to get their best shot. And for us, you know, we got work to do. You know, we're like everybody else. We're not a finished product. We got some gaps that we've got to close. And but to our kids' credit, they understand that. And you know, our preparation and our work to this point has been really, really good. And you know, we've not been taking it easy on them. Hey, we've been in the old Massey sweat box. You know, I think it's about 105 in there every day. And you know, I think we've had 18 practices really kind of in the preseason to this point. 17 of those practices have been in that facility. So it's hot, Brian. It's that weight room's hot. Those floors are hot, and our kids aren't complaining. They're just very workmanlike. So, you know, hopefully we'll continue to work, and you know, maybe we can do something really special for our community this year.
We talked about going 39-1 or whatever that record was during the off-season summer ball, that sort of thing. And you mentioned girls playing travel ball. We looked down that list that I just rattled off, and one name that we didn't mention, primarily I didn't mention it because of the fact that she wasn't always there, and that was McKenna Van Zandt.
Right.
And you know, and then you look, and we still didn't mention as well Madison Pence.
Right.
And then you look at the depth of your program,
Right.
the junior high girls that are now sophomores
Right.
that are coming up, who, oh, by the way, only won their conference title and completed, I believe it was an undefeated season.
It was 24-0, yeah.
And so you look at that group, the Addison Fentons, the Trinity Johnsons, the
Tori Kersey.
Yeah, and I
Pace
mean,
Thornton.
it just keeps going,
Right.
and it's got to make you feel good, but also on that other side of the coin, make you kind of think to yourself, all right, now I've got to prepare them for a different cup.
Right.
Different cup of tea. How do we get them transitioned out of that junior high field into the varsity field? Let's build that bench and let's go at it.
Well, and you know, anytime you step up for whether it's 7th grade, junior high, senior high, and then high school to college, you know, there's a significant step up in athleticism, in strength, in speed of play, all those things. And so there is a learning curve, and that's part of the reason why we did so much. You know, we used all 8 of our competition days this summer with our high school, and then I think, you know, we were figuring it up, and we had somewhere in the neighborhood between like that 8th, 9th grade group up to our seniors, in the neighborhood of like 23 kids playing travel basketball. And some of that is just, we're just trying to prepare those kids for bigger, more physical athletes. And then at the same time, we're also kind of trying to build timing and comfort and all that. When you start taking a group and adding them to another group, there's got to be a mesh point.
Right.
And so, you know, getting them comfortable in new roles, because some of those young ones are going to obviously have to have new roles. Allowing those older kids to kind of get comfortable with the new depth that's coming. And some of the older kids, their roles will change a little bit. And so, you know, it was a very, very good summer. The kids had a great time. The thing that I enjoy the most, obviously, we like winning, but, you know, they just build this bond, and you can see it. It's evident in everything we do. And, you know, I talk about family all the time with them, but that's kind of like what they've become. And, you know, here, it's funny because we're not in basketball season, but here, I guess 2 weeks ago, you know, we had a big senior high team dinner. Where we just all met one place, and we their families and stuff came, and they ate pizza, and they just generally enjoy hanging around with each other.
Right.
And it's not something that's forced. It's not anything that's fake. These kids really like each other, and you can see it in the way that they perform on the court, the way they prepare every day. You know, and from a coaching standpoint, for me and my staff, it's a lot of fun to be a part of that and watch them.
Right. One thing's for sure, 4A this year is going to experience Farmington fast.
we will lace it up and play real fast. That's we don't hide it, you know, and that's kind of been something that's been good to us. And you know, you got to find multiple ways to win basketball games, but ultimately, if we can win the tempo battle, you know, we feel like that gives us a good chance to be successful. And yeah, you're going to have to work pretty hard to slow us down. Sometimes I can't even slow them down, so that's
a good thing considering how old we are.
Yeah,
we don't necessarily want to slow them down. Just let them go.
Just let them go. You know, let's and you know what? It's fun right now in practice, even though we're not at full strength and we're still missing some kids. If you come in and watch our kids when we have days, we're actually doing live work, and we're doing 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3 breakdown stuff, and it's competitive. The competition level at every position, it's pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, you can't have a bad day, and competition makes everybody better. You know, that's the thing. It makes everybody better, and so it's really tuned our practices up a notch. You know, we had a former player, Hannah Cadan, that went on and played Arkansas State. She stopped by the other day and just sat in on our practice for about an hour and a half. And when it was over, one of the things she noted to me was, I mean, the first thing she talked about was just the overall size and build of our kids. Now, when she was talking about that, she wasn't talking about like a 6'3" kid. Just that across the board, we've got so many kids that are 5'8" to 5'10", and they're just long and lanky, you know, athletic-looking kids. And then she talked about their strength. And her words to me was, when she walked in, she said, "Coach, this looks like a college basketball team minus the big. It's just these kids, they have this look about them, the way they carry themselves. She said the physicality of the practice, the skill level, and the tempo. You know, in her words, where she told me, she said, Coach, I don't know if I could have handled this when I was in high school. And I laughed and said, you know, absolutely you could. But that's just kind of what it looks like right now. And you know, sometimes I think when I'm around them all the time, I forget about it. And of course, I'm a little angry and cantankerous at times, and I'm always pointing out flaws, and they get sick of hearing it. But you know, as a coach, when you're having to look for things, minute details to really get on them about and make them improve,
right,
that's a pretty good sign.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
It really is. So.
When you get to the point that you can micromanage little things,
yes,
then you know that the bigger picture, bigger things you don't have to worry about.
Right.
Pick on the little things. Let's go forward. And I tell you what, when's tip off? Do we have that set
Yeah,
yet?
it's going to be that second week in November, and it'll be on that Saturday. And so, you know, we're certainly looking forward to it. And you know, I'm anxious. I told somebody the other day, I made a comment, if we could tip it off and play today, I would. But in reality, that's not the truth, because as I said, the closer it gets, the more I think that we're not ready. You know, and the more time I want. But in the meantime, you know, we're going to enjoy this volleyball season. We're going to enjoy watching this our football team, and you know, we kind of like being cheerleaders for a while. And then, hey, come November, it'll be time to rock and roll. So we'll lace them up, let them fly, and see what happens.
Turnabout's fair play. The student section across the court from us can come out and still be across the court.
Yeah.
Just cheering on basketball instead. One thing about it, 4A, here it comes. Watch out, because the Lady Cardinals coming to your city.
I hope you're right.
Farmington fast. Coach John, Coach Jay, sure appreciate the time.
You bet.
Looking forward to tip-off in basketball season, but first, we got to get through volleyball season.
Let's get through it, and let's you know, here's to our volleyball kids. Let's start them off, and let's go win that 4A district volleyball and kind of set the tone. So.
Absolutely.
All right,
Coach,
Brian, thank you. Go Cardinals.
That's Lady Cardinal basketball coach Brad Johnson joining us, taking part in a volleyball matchup. 7-7 in the third game. Lady Cardinals did take game 2, 25-18. Took game 1, 25-23. So this could be the deal breaker for the Lady Cardinals. Deal breaker in a good way. Anderson serves up over the net, played off the back row by the Lady Lions. Ball's up. Spike attempt deflected off the Lady Cardinals. Ball sets up Jones. Jones with a kill. Down to the court. Unsuccessful. Anderson, Lovell, Ball, Jones, Stout, and Pittman on the court for the Lady Cardinals. Tip drill off the net and down to the floor in favor of the Lady Lions. Checking into the ball game for the Lady Lions is number 4, Madison McDaniel, and number 16, Allie Callahan. McDaniel back to serve for the Lions. Serves up by McDaniels, played on the back row by Lovell. Jones' spike attempt, played high off the arms of number 32, Shelby Varner, and out of bounds off of a diving libero, number 9, Kaylee Midyett. And Dallas, the good thing is, Cardinals got a point, but more importantly, Midyett is not hurt as she went sliding into that concrete barrier over
Right, because that was a gutsy play going in. I admire her laying out for the ball.
Absolutely.
It is a good thing she's not hurt, because you never want to see that for either team.
Absolutely. Great hustle play by the Lady Lions. Checking in for the Cardinals as Pittman sends that one to the floor on the side of the Lady Lions. Madison Holloman back to serve for the Lady Cardinals as she checks in to serve. Also on the court for the Cardinals, number 3, Charlie Holder, playing the front row. Lovell digs that one up. Stout spike attempt is blocked at the net. Tip drill by Pittman. Cardinals continue to play as Holloman sends that one over the net to the Lady Lions. And that spike attempt is into the net as the Cardinals now take a 12-8 lead in game number 3, up 2 games to none over the Lady Lions. Holloman still back to serve. Serves up, played off the back row by the middle. Set to the outside and into the net, off the arms of number 16, or off the hand of number 16, Allie Callahan. Cardinals up 13-8 in game number 3. Holloman still serving. Holloman serves up over the net, played off the back row. Lions go for a back set. Off the hand of the libero and out of bounds in favor of the Cardinals. Cardinals up by 6, 14-8.
Kind of on a run here, trying to widen out that gap, try and ward off a Gravette-Lion comeback.
Absolutely. Up by 1 when Holloman started the serve. And that spike, cross-court spike attempt by the Lady Lions went just a bit wide and out of bounds. 15-8 in favor of the Cardinals. So Anderson retrieves that ball from what looks to be Greenland area. Throws it back to Holloman, gives set back in her middle back position. Holloman serves up over the net, played by the libero. Back row punch across to Lovell. Holloman sets that one up for Holder, who sends the ball across the net. Spike attempt at the net is blocked by Pittman. Played by Holder. Back to Pittman. Kill attempt by Stout. Unsuccessful. Cardinals with a punch over. Spike is down and good for the Lady Lions. Off the hands of number 16, Allie Callahan. 15-9, Lady Cardinals. Libero checks out for the Lady Lions. Check it in is Olivia Perry, number 25, playing the front. Serve up for the Lions, played by Anderson. Lady Cardinals with a successful point. Taking the score to 16-9. Addie Castle checks in for Callie Stout. Kaylee Purifoy checks in for Lovell.
Now what I'm assuming here is Coach Howard is probably thinking to himself, you know, if I was Coach Howard, I would be thinking, you know, leave your foot on the gas, don't take it off.
Right.
I think if we've seen so far in the last 2 sets, Gravette is capable of getting a few points on the board and coming back, so you definitely want to keep the momentum.
Absolutely. You know, the game of volleyball is definitely about runs. Hopefully you're successful and can stop most of them, as there's a great play by Pittman at the net to keep that tip alive off of the hands of the Lady Lions. Unfortunately, it goes back across the net to the Lions, and spike is down and good for the Lions, taking the score to 16-11 here in game number 3. Shelby Varner back to serve for the Lions. Anderson plays it on the back row. Pittman's spike attempt is blocked, and then a spike attempt by the Lions is blocked by Pittman again. Nice job, nice play there at the net by Pittman. Anderson, the libero for the Cardinals, checks out. Alexis Cates checks back in. Pittman goes back to serve. Jump serves up, over the net, played off the back row of the Lions. Purifoy's spike attempt goes a bit wide and out of bounds for the Cardinals. Pittman checks out as Anderson checks back in for the Lady Lions. Number 9, Kaylee Bidet. Or is that number 8? Some of those numbers are hard to read, Dallas.
Yeah, not quite the easiest font to read.
Holder sends that cross-court spike attempt across the net. Lady Lions attempt to spike, and it's blocked by Purifoy and Cates at the net and down to the floor on the Lions side. Anthea Jones checks back in for the Lady Cardinals. She replaces number 13. Not number 13. Number 17. My apologies, Madison Holloman. Liza Ball also checks back in, set back to serve. Liza sets that ball up for Anthea. Her spike attempt is dug out in the back row by the libero. Spike by the Lady Lions is dug out by the Cardinals. Volley's kept alive. Anderson plays that one on the back row. Spike attempt by Purifoy coming. Blocked at the net and down on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. Coach Howard in his first season likes that one as the Lady Cardinals extend their lead to 7, up 19-12 in game number 3, taking game number 1 25-23 and game number 2 25-18 over the Lady Lions of Gravette. Lion spike attempt off the back row by their libero Kaylee Midget is unsuccessful and into the net. Ball serves, played on the back row by the Lions. Cross-court spike attempt by McDaniel is unsuccessful, 21-12 down.
And like we talked about earlier, Brian, we talked about bouncing back from the Tuesday's games. I don't know about you, but this looks like a bounce back.
Pretty well, very well stated.
And then they're keeping their heads up, playing with a lot of heart, winning these sets, and I hope they're going to carry that into the next game, play with the same kind of energy and the same kind of mentality.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as far as that goes. Midget back to serve for the Lady Lions. Cardinals up 21-13. Midget serves up. Short, right in front of Jones. Unsuccessful dig attempt. Ends up as an ace for Midget. 21-14, game number 3. Midget jump serves up off the net and falls onto the Cardinal side of the court in front of Alexis Cates. Jones with a cross-court spike attempt, dug out on the back row by the Lions. Midget with the spike attempt, dug out by Anderson. Ball sets up Jones, spike block, and on the side of the net, on the side of the court of the Lady Lions. Cardinals away, 3 points away from the sweep of the Lady Lions. Madison Lovell checks back in, as well as Callie Stout for the Lady Cardinals. Replacing Addie Castle and Kayla Purifoy. Lovell back to serve. Serves up over the net. Played by the Lady Lions. Spike attempt is unsuccessful for the Lady Lions and into the net. Cardinals looking to push 2. Howard gives Lovell the serve numbers, and unfortunately that was a bit wide and out of bounds. 23-16 in favor of the Lady Cardinals in game number 3. Serves up, played by Anderson on the back row. Ball at the net, tipped over and successful. And now the referee is changing the call. Said ball hit the net. Eliza ball, that is, not the actual ball. That serve is long off the arms of Lady Lion Haley Dawson. 24-17, timeout Lions. We'll take a quick timeout, be right back.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation
We're back, Cardinal fans. Dallas Walker, I'm Brian Dean from Cardinal Arena. Cardinals looking to push one game point. Paige Anderson back to serve for the Lady Redbirds. 24-17, game number 3. Anderson serve gets played by the libero. Played by the Lady Lions. Anthea Jones with a spike attempt off the hands of the libero. And onto the floor for the Cardinal victory. That'd be the ball game, folks, as the Lady Cardinals sweep the Lady Lions of Gravette. 25-17 here in game number 3, 25-18 in game number 2, and 25-23 in Dallas. Exactly what we needed to see from the Lady Cardinals happen tonight. Coming back from a disappointing P. Reed's trip where they ended up losing in 4 games, to come back here tonight on their own home court and sweep conference foe in the Gravette Lady Lions.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you have a lot of tough teams in this league that we're in, and so I feel like every win matters, and this one definitely mattered.
Absolutely. Cardinal fans, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We invite you to stay tuned for our broadcast tomorrow night, where your undefeated Farmington Cardinal football team will take the field tomorrow night in Allen Holland Field, coming off of a superior victory in the Battle of 62, reclaiming Highway 62 as victory lane for Farmington.
Volleyball and football.
Volleyball and football. It was a complete sweep of Prairie Grove last week, where the Lady Cardinal volleyball teams, junior high, C, B, and A, were successful, didn't lose a match against Prairie Grove. JV didn't lose a match against Prairie Grove. Varsity didn't lose a match against Prairie Grove in volleyball. Then, the very next night, the Battle of Highway 62 and the Cardinal football team comes out and takes care of business, 33-30. Not only that, you look at the Farmington football side of things, junior high didn't lose against Prairie Grove.
Right.
JV didn't lose against Prairie Grove. And the 7th and 8th grade teams didn't lose against Prairie Grove. So a complete sweep.
Right.
Looking to do that again this weekend against Gravette.
Yeah.
Exciting times to be a Cardinal. Every day is a great day to be a Cardinal. Got to spend some time with legendary head coach of the Lady Cardinal basketball team, Brad Johnson. Great crowd in attendance. Dallas, thoughts on tomorrow?
Oh, man, I'm pumped. I know we have a really talented team. I know Gravette has a good team, so it should be a great game. I'm excited. Obviously, it's a home game, so Birdcage, show up, be there to support. I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Like to see the entire town of Farmington just shut down and go over to Allen Holland Field, cheer on your Cardinals. And while you're there, turn on to live.farmcards.org. Listen to us. Don't worry about listening to the crowd around you or the announcer up in the press box. Mr. Williams, I'm sorry, I did just say that. But listen to Jeff Oxford, Coach Randy Ostis, and myself. We'll talk a little football. Who knows what else we'll talk about. I'm sure something will come up that, we'll poke fun at each other
Some
with.
of the brightest minds in Farmington.
Well, I know that you're not including me in that scenario there, Dallas, but I appreciate that. For Dallas Walker, I'm Brian Dean from Cardinal Arena, where your Farmington Lady Cardinal volleyball team takes it 3-0 over the Gravette Lady Lions, 25-17, game number 3, 25-18 in game number 2, and 25-23 in game number 1. For Dallas Walker, I'm Brian Dean from Cardinal Arena. We'll see you tomorrow night.